Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Mario 3 Randomizer Tournament tiebreaker match between One Fine Day and DLP316. Hi, I'm Claris.com, and yeah, this is going to be a little bit of what you're going to see once we get to brackets. A nice, neat little package here. One race to decide everything. Both players are 4-4 in Group F. And they split their match, which requires this tiebreaker race. For those of you that have seen the tournament, this is almost a mirror of the Group 2 settings with two major differences. First off, no end card game. So the points, well, they don't matter anymore. And then the second one is hammers do not break locks. They still break rocks, and that could still be important, but the effectiveness of hammers has been reduced greatly. You're going to get the same thing you would get out of a normal Group 2 seed. You're going to get randomized enemies, world locations, stages, enemies, power-ups, Koopa Kids, airships, and as well as the randomized overworld, as you're going to see here in World 7 to start. Both players are going to take pipes here. And they're going to find themselves on Bottom Middle Island. Going to find the route here to the end of it, as there is one lock blocking the second piranha here. They're going to go into the fortress above the 642, the ice fortress. Navigating these swamps along with the ice physics. Turn up the audio here a little bit. DLP first to Boom Boom. One Fine Day just behind him. One Fine Day does have an extra power-up. Getting the tail here. And it does break the lock here. So the players are going to have a quick 7 on their hands as they enter the second piranha stage. The two piranha stages are not randomized here in the randomizer. They're two of the 4 stages that are just not randomized for various reasons. And a cloud. In this flag set, clouds are pretty much equivalent to hammers. Rarely do you get a chance where a hammer will save you more than one stage here in a bracket flag. It can happen, but very rarely. The World 4 airship is the first one that we're going to encounter here. The 7 airships have been randomized amongst each other. One Fine Day took some hits in that piranha stage. DLP is going to make it over here with fire. One Fine Day is going to get a mushroom. We get our Ludwig fight. Ludwig does have his earthquakes. He's one of the 2 Koopa Kids here that is going to have his earthquakes. And he's going to be a high hit point. Ludwig is going to be a 4-hitter. And DLP is going to make it out first in World 7 by just a few seconds. Now is your opportunity to let us know what world you think is going to be next. As we let the cutscene, the ending cutscene here roll out. Both players will see the World 7 postcard. It's not going to show you an item, but there will be an item given. We'll see if our players would want to check their inventories to see what they get. As we see World 6, we're going to get the long worlds done first. And here, this overworld randomization is going to put stages here on the front side. 7-2 is the stage our players are going into. This is a tiebreaker for Group F. Both players finished 4-4 in normal play. They'd like to join Abuba 7 as the second player to move on to the brackets from Group F. Neither player having a float method to get over the gap here. So they have to build bridge with note blocks. One Fine Day a little more efficient, so it looks like he's going to take the lead out of 7-2. One fine day, going to check the map here to see what pipe connections can be made. There are 2 sets of pipes here in World 6, and it looks like the rock pipe is going to be the one that takes you across the stage. One fine day, going to enter this fortress, and it's going to be the Air Force from World 8. Military stages from World 8, because they include a boom boom, are included in the Fortress Shuffle. DLP also going to check the map here. And we'll try the pipe. Neither player is watching the other. That's not allowed, so you're not going to know what's going to go on here. DLP thinking about taking the Toad House. He's actually going to go into the first fortress that we saw, and it's going to be 541. 3 fortresses, so there are 3 obstructions here in World 6. Not really see any locks or bridges here yet, so we don't know what's going to happen. One fine day with the choice of stages, can go down to 2, 4. DLP hoping this 541 is going to help him cross World 6. Yeah, yep, DLP going to shift over to the second fortress spot here and find his Air Force. So one fine day, and look at the third screen of World 6 here. You see a bridge where the normal 6 Fort 2 bridge is located. Finds our first hand stage at the seed. The 3 hand stages from World 8 are into the normal level pool. They'll drop a random item, and you'll see all 3 items be the same item should we see all 3 hand stages. Taking a nasty death to the last Sledge Bro at the end there. It's going to have to go to a Hammer Brothers stage. Gets the water arena with some Boomerang Bros. Oh, unfortunately, mistimed the second one. He's going to take another death. DLP has a star here, so he sees the Fire Bros, gets the Shadow Double. Nice hitbox work there. One fine day, mix it through the Hammer Bro hand stage, and we'll see that it's just music boxes for hand prizes. That's got to be disheartening for our players. One fine day. First to see 1-1. It's going to have the Fire Snakes and Fire Chomps enemy set here. This is not going to be very kind if you like to take the speedrunner route here. DLP looking at his inventory, he's going to go into this. Gets lucky with the World 1 Grass Arena, so he only gets to see 1 Boomerang Bro. Picking up an extra life in that power-up box. One fine day, just going to skip these 2 Hammer Bros. He's going to see 5-8. Home to the world's most dangerous Lakitu. Bringer of Death, Destroyer of Dreams. He's going to take this one really slow. Yep, going to get some, take a hit, get some iframes, get past him. That Lakitu's been known to destroy stages. DLP going to use the Cloud and the P-Wing here. Just try to lock his position up a stage ahead. One fine day did get a nice clear path to the castle, and this is the World 7 airship. It's nice to see that Raccoon Leaf at the start there. A lot of the stage can be traversed very easily with a floating method. And then he's going to switch over to fire for the, hopefully the easy kill here. DLP in his 5-8. Gonna see Lemmy here. He's gonna try to get some hits, keep it right there in position, and followed up some fireball shots. Fortunately, he takes a hit for the beach ball. Looked like to be a 4 hit. It might have been 3. No, he had all 3 beach balls out. That would have been 4 hits. So it looked like the second fortress, which is the only one that One Fine Day did, was good enough to get him to the end. So it looked like DLP did an extra fortress. So that's why he's going to be right about a full stage behind. Let me get your guesses in for our next world quickly. We're going to see it here pretty soon. So far, 7, then 6. Nice Tanuki suit from the World 6 postcard. It's World 5. Looks like this might be a reverse order seed. You never know. As we see the Podoboo's hand stage, just knocking off hand stages left and right here. Too bad it's, yeah, just gonna be music boxes. Looking at the World 5 layout here, it looks like Sky Tower is going to be required to move on. We can move the position of Sky Tower in World 5, however, when you enter it, it's going to be the Sky Tower stage. We can't randomize that because of its unique exit and entry point. DLP getting his sorry, let me fight then. And he will join One Fine Day in World 5. Yes, and this is going to be a taste of what you guys are going to see in our bracket phase, as all tiebreaker matches will be using the bracket flags. But once we get to brackets, it's going to be best 2 out of 3 for every round. DLP getting started into his Podoboo hand stage. One Fine Day is going to get to this pipe connection. We'll see where it takes him. It's going to take him top side. No lock here. It was already down the bottom, so One Fine Day is going to do a couple stages, and he's going to get done with his World 5. DLP had to do the stage because he already used the cloud. It's 7-9. One Fine Day is not going to know it, but he found a good stage to skip. One Fine Day is in the World 1.5 beta. In the code of Mario 3, there are plenty of pieces and parts. Some stages were finished, some stages were just sections. The programmer of the SMB3 Random, Fred Coughlin, found 8 of them and then introduced them with the normal stage pool, so these lost stages or beta stages can kick out normal stages in the shuffle. See the dead cheap there on DLP's side. One Fine Day makes his way into 5-3, and it's the Vanilla Enemy set. As we get shoe percent. If he wanted to pick up a shoe, he could. It would actually give him an extra hit, but sometimes navigating with a shoe is a little bit tricky. One Fine Day on the bottom side here of 5-3. Deceptively one of the longer stages in Mario 3. Second power up here in 5-3 is a star. At least it'll get him to the end of the stage. DLP taking some hits to the launch, just trying to get through. And One Fine Day makes it here to the World 5 castle and finds the World 2 airship. Expect, yeah, when you think of times here for a potential bracket seed, think of them more around the Group 2 time range. So we could see 35, sub 30, depending on how these stages work out. You could also get some of the longer times here because of the lack of items that players can get, as well as the fact that hammers don't break locks. So a potentially slow bracket seed could be somewhere in the high 40s, even the low 50s. One Fine Day is through his 3rd world. It's going to be about 1325, 1330 by the time we see the postcard. Making some great time here. DLP is about a stage and a half behind. Having to play that 7-9. And of course, if you're not very good with the skips, you're going to have to play a long 7-9. Has to be careful here with these piranhas. World 3 is the 4th one. We finally break the backwards chain. Nice early fortress here. It's for Fortress 1 for One Fine Day. So the winner of this match will go to the bracket phase, getting second place in Group F. This will not count as a win or loss against the record. So whoever comes out of the second will still stay at 4-4 for the purposes of seeding. This is just a match to determine who gets to move on. One fine day into 7-4 with a P-Wing. Fortunately, it's not going to make him swim that much faster. He's just using it to try to navigate a blind stage, and unfortunately he finds a swimming stage. DLP on the bottom side of 5-3. He's small here. Gotta be careful with these piranha plants. Gonna make it to the power-up. Probably be happy to see that star. As One Fine Day makes his way out of 7-4. Nice that that stage does not have an auto-scroller on it. Most of the auto-scrollers have been removed from the randomizer. Only a couple remain. One Fine Day is the first one to see 2-2. As DLP makes it to the World 2 airship. Into the Roy fight for DLP. They're regular jumps. Another, you've been having high hit point Koopa kids. I believe that's another 4-hitter. Ay, ay, ay. One Fine Day, look at pipe connections. He's just going to ignore items at this point. He did have that music box. He's going to use it. Pops over the other side. This should be the connection to Wendy. It is, however, it's got a lock on it. Thankfully, there's no more extra stage travel to get to the second fortress here. So One Fine Day is just going to slide over and finds 3 Fortress 1. Go to door 6, enter door 6, and get to the Boom Boom fight. Alright, so One Fine Day will have to encounter this Hammer Bro stage. Did get in the way. A pair of Sludge Bros takes care of that. It's a hammer. There are a couple places left to use a hammer in this game, since we have not seen 2 or 4 yet. And we'll see if our players actually decide to use a hammer if presented the option. World 1 airship is next on the table. One Fine Day getting the top route there of the World 1 airship and just running for it. Wendy with normal jumps, a 3-hitter, finally breaking the 4 hit point streak. Nice work to only see 1 lifesaver there. One Fine Day is going to hit the halfway point of this rando right around the 18-minute mark. Making quick work of a couple of long worlds here. DLP, no, getting bopped by the micro blooper. And we're going to see World 2 5th. Have that vanilla pipe there by the Toad House, as well as a lock in its vanilla position. 2-1 here at 2-2. Vanilla by placement, but not by actual stage tile. The giant world enemy set here. One Fine Day had, unfortunately, getting to jump into that large green Paracupa. Getting the boost off the large Goomba. Right now, it's all about good execution and not dying. You're not going to see a lot of extra items here. I mean, players can play Toad Houses if they want to. Pretty much the majority of just obtainable items is going to be from Hammer Brothers and the postcards, and what alternate item exits we may see. One fine day getting through 6-2 and into 6-5. A lot of World 6 stages here in this World 2 map. 6-5, one of the stages that under vanilla exits, you need a flight method to get out. There's a clip here in the small room with the power up you can try to do. It's very, very tricky, but it can be done. Yep. The player HUDs on down there on the bottom is showing you the correct world. So One Fine Day is in World 5 and DLP is in World 4 right now. To answer your question, Eternal September, there is an actual checkbox to turn warp whistles off. They will get replaced by random items and then put into the item pool. So you don't even have to worry about seeing a warp whistle. They get rid of that temptation for you right out the gate. One Fine Day making his way out of 6-5 DLP, navigating 3-4-1. This is the fortress that will take care of the lock for Wendy's castle. And One Fine Day getting one of the few opportunities left in the game to use a hammer in World 2 is blocked by a fortress, and it is 7-4-2, the Piranha Fort. The fortress so bad that they skip it in 80% Warpless speedruns. Yeah, some do, some don't. DLP gonna get to his one airship. Go for the curve around jump that you see in the NES Mario platformers. One Fine Day making it to the second screen is 7F2. DLP trying to exploit Wendy's weakness of steps. Gets the fire kill on Wendy. Very nice for DLP. She was just a 3-hitter, so getting that fire kill is nice. Does save you a little bit of time. With a nice use of a music box, One Fine Day has found the World 5 airship here. So we just have World 1 and World 4 left. So what do you guys think our 6th world's going to be? As we get to the Morton fight for One Fine Day. Standard jumps. He's trying for the fire kill as we get to our 4th hit. It's either 4 or 5. He did get the fire kill, so we'll see if DLP has fire for Morton. Winner gets to move on to brackets. The loser is unfortunately eliminated here. One race to decide the whole thing for second place in Group F. DLP gets to 6-2. Formerly an auto-scroller, but in the rando, not so much. Oh, takes the blind jump and unfortunately cannot recover it. One Fine Day finds that World 6 is World 1 and starts off with 3-2. Oh, trying not to get hit by the Cheap. Unfortunately, he and the Cheap decided to have a hug. If you're gonna have to wait for these cloud platforms to get over that. One Fine Day is out of 3-2. See, he's gonna try to delay the star match there. Very nicely done. One Fine Day has focused on not getting as many items as you would normally think. He's been avoiding Hammer Bros even to get that way. He's just trying to rely on execution to get him home. DLP has opted to go get some items. He's opted to play Hammer Bros. And unfortunately, he's taken a couple more deaths than One Fine Day. That's really where we're here in this gap. One Fine Day making nice quick work of 5 Fortress 2, the Sky Fort. And he will take care of it. DLP unfortunately runs into the Fire Snake. Didn't know it was going to be up there. And One Fine Day building the bridge. There had to be a bridge here in World 1 instead of a lock. That can happen in Group 2 and bracket flags. In Group 2 flags, you can try to just use a hammer to break the lock. However, in the bracket flags, you're going to have to find the appropriate fortress to take care of the obstruction. DLP trying to get rid of the Fire Snake or break the block. He ends up getting to break the block, so he'll make it out. One Fine Day finding 3-5. Almost gets hit by that second micro blooper, but manages to get around it. DLP going to take the same route here since both players have found 2 hammers. They both used 1. DLP is going to just use an item here to get around 7F2. One Fine Day finding the World 1 Hammer Bro is Fire Bros. Just gotta be careful here being small. Hammer Bro is going to float between these 2 spots here, so the right spot's going to be the grass arena, the left spot's going to be ice. Finally gets it and finds a cloud for his trouble. DLP does not have fire, so he's going to have to bop this Morton on the head 4 times as a 4-hitter. One Fine Day into the World 6 airship. I have to wait for these fire jets to do their thing. We get to the Larry fight here. Larry is our other Earthquake kid. So One Fine Day probably going to be happy to see that both Earthquakers are now off the board. But boy, does he have some hit points. One Fine Day taking care of that. It's been referenced in chat, but the official world order for this seed is going to be 7-6, 5, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go into 4 here for One Fine Day, and then of course World 8 is always last. Because if you're not defeating Bowser and rescuing Peach, then are you really playing Mario? Yeah, Mario 2 maybe. But single pipe here on the start island. It's going to make it for easy early traversal. We'll see where he spits out. On the right screen, 1 fortress is going to be easy to get to. The other one, you're going to have to go through a stage for. One Fine Day finding a hammer here. No need to use hammers anymore, as the rock spot here in World 4 doesn't go anywhere. One Fine Day picking the fortress on the left and finds the super tanks. Used a P-wing here, so he's just going to fly over the super tanks and get to the boom fight. DLP finishing up his 5 fortress 2. Oh, there was a lock there. I thought there was a bridge tunnel. One Fine Day does build a bridge here in World 4, so he's just got to make the connection here, the pipe connection here. He'll have a 1 fight, but that music box comes into play, so he doesn't even have to do the fight. The World 3 airship is the last one we have yet to see here. It's the P-Speed down on the bottom, flies over the cannonball gauntlet. We'll see the 80 fight. Just 2 hits. I think that's the fewest hit point Koopa Kid we've seen. There might have been another one with 2. Did not see a one-hitter this seed. So now for World 8, for One Fine Day. Hammers are no good to him anymore. If we were to see any obstructions on the Bowser Castle screen, they would be bridge tiles instead. 3 pipes and a hand stage here to start World 8. And One Fine Day, getting lucky, finds the route. He's going to need 1 fortress to build 1 bridge. The question is, what is it going to be? Wow, 3 fortresses on hand bridge. Left to right, here we go. The 8 fortress sprite is 2 fortress. The desert fortress. We'll see how One Fine Day approaches this. He could just go do a fortress, go back over to Bowser's Castle, check it, then go back and do another one. He could do 2, he could potentially do all 3 if he wanted to, but you have to think this deep into the match, would he want to do all 3 of them just right now? Needed player has finished. The only way you can check on an opponent's progress is to see if they've done an SRL check. Can't go look at another player's screen, so... He's gonna go for the next sprite here. I believe it's the Air Force sprite. This is the Navy. And no, don't expect me to sing. I'm not Wolfman. That's his shtick. That's not mine. Nice, easy traversal over the boats. DLP entering 7. We'll see if One Fine Day decides to do the 3rd one, or he'll go back. Nope, he's gonna do all 3. Finds 6 Fortress 1 here at the Navy sprite. Gonna go for the 1 hit with these randomly directing rotodiscs. You might take a hit down on that tower, but One Fine Day made it clean. No stars. He was really looking for a star to make this Boom Boom kill easy. Does not see it. DLP finds super tanks. All right. 3 chances here. Statistics say probably. We'll see what happens. 1 more pipe traversal. We have not found the 4th, and we're not going to need to either. One Fine Day had an anchor like either a mushroom or a fire flower. Unfortunately, when you use an anchor, you turn, so you can't really see if you use the power up is that mushroom or fire. Fortunately, he overjumps the statues, so he takes a hit. So he's gonna have to do this big or small. Up the Rotodus Tower. Over to the People's Clip, or Everyman, however you want to call it. Gets that first try. Gonna take this top route here for the Bowser fight. DLP through the World 4. It was pretty quick World 4. Unfortunately, he doesn't know. One fine day is almost done. Looking for a sub 35 if everything goes right here. And for those that really don't know, Dr. Hitbox only his head. That's it. So you have to be a little careful. I mean, if you're over to the left or right a little too far, you can take a fireball hit like that. One fine day, just going to reset his position, make sure he's dead center so he doesn't take any fireballs. One more leap to go. And look at that. Everybody get your GGs out in chat. One fine day is going to be the second in Group F to move on to the bracket stage, winning this tiebreaker race with an official SRL time of 34 minutes and 56 seconds. GG. DLP did manage to get to World 8. Sees what's going on. He's go ahead and finish this one out for us into two fortress. Trying to get one fine day in here for some words. Just waiting on him to join us in the commentator channel. Dang it, the wrong one in there. Guys, give these two a follow. You guys put on a great race for us. And speaking of our racers, one fine day joins me here. GG.
Thank you.
Man, that is a nice aggressive romp through that sub 35 to bracket seed. You gotta feel good at this one.
What? Well, I didn't feel really good after my Ice World, and I died, a couple times at the Hammer Bro hand level. I also died at a Hammer Bro. Then I died again twice at the Hammer Bro in World 1. Knowing that it would be a double fire brothers, and I was Small Mario and had no power-ups, I wasn't sure if I would be there. I wasn't sure how long I'd be there.
Well, item attainment was a big part of the margin here. You were just going for it. I mean, skipping fire bros, and no toad houses at all. You were using music boxes to their full potential, just getting from world to world. DLP took some time, ended up doing hammer bro stages, did a couple toad houses probably looking for hammer suit, and actually he had a couple more deaths than you mid game. And we're just stretching the lead, and turned out to finish this one well.
Let me log in and see where DLP is.
He is at the Bowser fight right now. DLP gonna go the duck strats here. 2 more for him. And that is it. Everybody get your GGs out for DLP316. He is going to finish second, and unfortunately his random tournament is over. But he's going to pull that sub 40 on in there. Official SRL time of 38 minutes, 19 seconds. GG DLP.
GG.
We'll see if he wants to come on in for some words. Alright, so one fine day. You end up advancing. You're going to be 4-4 for purposes of seeding. Unfortunately, this one doesn't count for the record.
Yeah, I had that one forfeit, so my seed number will be pretty low. So I'm not too optimistic about my chances going forward, but I'm gonna make a go of this and see how well I do against probably number 1 or number 2 seed.
And never say never. I mean, top eight are going to get buys, so the number 9 seed and on down is going to be what you're probably going to have to face in round 1.
Oh, I'm not exactly sure on the structure of the tournament. Is the top 8 bracket like separated from the bottom 6?
All right, yeah. We're all gonna get seeded 1 to 24. The 1 through 8 will get a bye in the first round, and then 9 plays 24, 10 plays 23. They'll get matched up in round 1. Officially in round 1, it's 2 out of 3 the whole way. So once the first rounds get decided, then the top 8 seeds come into round 2, and then we'll just go 16, 8, 4, 2. That's it.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. And DLP joining us here, GG.
Hey, GG.
GG, DLP.
Hey.
Hey, bringing in sub 40. Margin has just a little under 4 minutes. How'd you feel going through that seed?
I felt pretty good, to be honest with you. I practiced before. Felt pretty good. I was a little surprised when I saw the dot done at like 34 minutes. Because I only died like 2 or 3 times, and they weren't like necessarily bad deaths. So I'm just wondering where all the time save came from.
Well, it turned out that One Fine Day was just going hyper aggressive. He was using music boxes to skip Hammer Bros outright. He had taken a couple deaths early in World 6, our second world, to Hammer Bros.
Okay.
So he was just like, I'm just going to go Executioner route, just going to put them to sleep, get around them. He didn't do a Toad House at all. I know you did a couple.
Yeah.
And
I think I did 1. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Also, World 6, you ended up doing the first fortress. He ended up doing the second fortress. The second fortress was the one that got you to the end, so you ended up doing 1 more stage.
Oh, okay. Yep. That makes sense then.
Well, unfortunately, your tournament is done. It's kind of a little bit of a downer there, but overall, how was your experience with the tournament?
It was a lot of fun. I'm a little disappointed. My goal was to get to the brackets, and I was looking over the spreadsheets and everything, and even though I was 4-4, I have like a top 10 average time as it stands right now, so I'm a little disappointed I'm not in the brackets, but One Fine Day is certainly deserving of it as well. It was a shame that one of us had to go home today because we both have pretty good average times. This is a little off because he forfeited. It should be a lot higher, but what can you do? I thought I played decently well. I just played a lot of Hammer Brothers, died a couple times, and played an extra level. And if you think about how long it takes to do a Hammer Brother, it's probably like 15 seconds, and you do 5 or 6 of them that the other person's not doing. That's where the time goes. So it is what it is. It's a shame, but I'll still be watching, and good luck to him from here on out. I think he can make some noise. 4-4, he's going to be a low C, but he's a good player, and it's not going to be an easy out. So I think he's going to make some noise.
Well, I want to thank you for joining us for the tiebreak, and also for entering the tournament. I've seen a couple of your races. I thought you were going places. Unfortunately, you had to get to a tie, and you were on the short end of the stick there. But everybody, follow DLP, follow One Fine Day. They put on a heck of a show tonight, and I hope that both players stick out with it, because once we get back to weeklies and stuff, I mean, some really stiff competition coming out of this tournament.
Yeah, I plan on doing the weeklies as much as I can, and be watching the rest of the way. Maybe do some commentary or something, since not playing or whatever. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Brackets are going to be insane. They're fun flags. I was surprised at most of my practice seeds were just about as fast as most of my tournament 2 flags. So I think Classic Gamer might be onto something, not playing the end cards, but Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun race. It's been a blast.
One fine day. Any final comments from you before?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say this Group F was kind of the group of death. I mean, everybody in this group could not be taken for granted. Every time I would, feel confident in a win, I'd be delivered a loss or a very narrow win.
Yeah, that's how I felt as well. Because when you dropped one to midi guy, I was like, okay, I kind of control my own destiny here. Just win as many races as I can. I should be okay. And then I lost one hits paranoia, and then we split, and then lost 2 to Ibuba, and then I was like, well, guess we're doing a tiebreaker. But yeah, it was a tough group for sure.
Well, let's talk about tomorrow. We're in the last week of the group stages. And of course, if there are any more tiebreak matches, they're going to have to be staged sometime here in the next week. Tomorrow, we got 2 races on the schedule, 3 and 4:30 p.m. Eastern. We got a doubleheader with Zodiac Dread and Elukad. Restream to be determined. We'll probably figure that out in the morning. And yeah, just a handful of races left in the group stage, and then you're going to see what you just saw here today. Bracket flags, best 2 out of 3. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a fun time. It's going to be some really, really, really hype matches going on. And I implore you to join us with it the rest of the way. It's going to be some really, really good times here in the Mario Roll. 3 randomizer tournament. 4 DLP316. 4 One Fine Day. I'm Clarence.com. Guys, have a good evening. We'll see you next time in the 2019 Super Mario Bros. 3 randomizer tournament. Bye-bye, everybody.
Thanks for the commentary, too. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for the race.